New Zealand is a very diverse society, and if we're working in that space, we have to embrace all of that diversity.
HOA has got that aspect of caring and supporting all people who are working for the organisation.
We've got about 110 staff, and I'd say we have 110 very different people.
There's a real good bicultural feel of the company.
We come from a whole range of countries, we come from a whole range of backgrounds, and we share in each other's experiences and strengths.
CORE is very good at providing support for me as a facilitator in order to continually, professionally develop in my role.
For me, it's about the students, really. It's about our children, and it's about what we can offer to the children of New Zealand.
The children that we're seeing sitting on the mats in our classroom are more culturally diverse, and teachers are becoming aware of the fact that they need to develop themselves professionally in order to meet not just the academic needs of those children, but also the social and emotional needs, and most definitely the cultural needs of those children.
At Unitec, we see the value in diversity. We acknowledge that innovation occurs at the intersection of disparate ideas.
The ethnic diversity of Unitec's student population today is actually reflective of the ethnic diversity of Auckland's population in 20 years' time. And so our staff have to have the tools to be able to work with students from many different cultures.
It was about moving people from a state of indifferent coexistence to a state of meaningful engagement across social and cultural boundaries.
The intercultural awareness and communication workshops have been a fantastic opportunity to get Unitec engaged in the conversations on diversity and culture. They're going to be able to provide our staff with some of the tools and some of the aptitudes needed to deal with students across the board.
We have such a diverse staff and student population here at Unitec, and because of that, these programs are so uniquely important to us. We need to harness that diversity and enable people to have meaningful, engaging conversations.
One of the reasons why we started the project Discover is because we have such an active and engaged community.
20% of people in New Zealand have disabilities, and if you add those 20% to the ageing population, you're looking at sort of something like 30 to 40% of people.
Upper Hutt's a small community. Yes, we can benefit disabled people within our own community, but the greater goal is really to spread that word.
We've actually sent it to all councils within New Zealand. We've started distributing it throughout the country to other businesses as well. Approximately 400 hard copies of that resource have been distributed in the last 3 months, let alone the downloads that have been taken from our website.
It is about changing attitudes and behaviours, and that was really what the whole workshop was about, and I believe that we did do that.
It made our staff a lot more aware of being able to ask people if they need a hand. It made staff a lot more aware of things that we could change, and it's made me think about things that we can implement that we haven't currently got.
There is a disabled community in Upper Hutt, and they love coming to the library. It's a space that they feel welcome in.
Our workforce is diverse. We employ about 64 different ethnic groups.
With 6,000 staff, I just think 6,000 people is almost like a small village. So you get a huge variety of ages, and you get a huge variety of ethnicities.
The DHB has put in place a number of programs such as cross-cultural communication training and so forth to assist people who may need some help with that.
Everyone is equal, and I see everyone despite of race, culture, anything.
I think it comes down to that relationship that you have with people. That one-on-one relationship is really important.
It's actually about understanding people as individuals, not as groups.
We've got a large regulated and unregulated workforce. In a non-regulated workforce is quite often an older workforce.
We do need to recruit younger people, but we certainly need the maturer person, the experienced nurse and caregiver for that connection and that understanding of the place of the older adult in the family.
Working in health is really the only place to work.